Hey y'all, it's Poseidon. This weekend is Evo. Not only is this weekend Evo, but we found out that after Evo, we are going to be getting an update for Mortal Kombat 1. Not exactly sure the size of this update or exactly when it's dropping, but we are going to get the update. So I decided to do a pre-Evo tier list. I always like doing tier lists before we get patches. It allows us to reflect on the game to see what characters are currently thriving in the meta, what characters could use a little help in the meta. And you kind of all that in between. We're just going to go with a basic tier list, S, A, B, C, D. I think basically every character in this game can do it. I don't think, especially with the cameos, that you can throw Tremor on basically any team and that character all of a sudden becomes pretty good. As well as, that's not every character's optimal cameo, but, they kind of like that, where it's like the cameos can really make a character change how the character works. Like, for example, Ermac was a character that a lot of people thought didn't have any damage, and with Janet, now all of a sudden does the most damage in the entire game. So it's just kind of like cameos really make the character. So, okay, we're going to go into this. I'm probably going to keep S tier to just top 5 and then kind of go from there. I think the best character in the game currently right now is Havoc. I think Havoc has everything. Havoc has good buttons, has a mid, he has mix-ups built in. Movado synergy is crazy. Tremor synergy is crazy. He has plus 100 health for literally no reason at all. I do not understand why he does have plus 100 health, but he does, and he is the best character in the game, in my opinion. There's so much stuff I can't get. His zoning is good. Like he has with Movado, he has poke launchers. He even has poke launchers or sweep launchers with Tremor, and he gets extra health with Tremor. He's just a boss character with boss health, boss buttons, boss mix up, boss damage. He's insane. He's the best character in the game. Number 2, right now, I'm gonna go with Homelander. Homelander is just like he just has so many different ways to open you up. The float mechanic allows for just insane pressure. He has good buttons, good frame data. His command grab is a stance command grab that just lunges at you from mid-screen. All of a sudden, you're getting grabbed, and then you're getting hit with a Pharaoh overhead, and you're getting launched for big damage off a command grab. His back 3 is still, it used to be a low. I don't know how we operated. I don't know how we played this game beforehand, but we did. Homelander is your second best character in the game, even after getting a slight nerf. Number 3 right now, I think currently, gotta go with T1000. Honestly, T1000 just such a strong character, really good synergy with Movado and Tremor. Kind of a thing. I mean, Homelander doesn't really have that synergy. I mean, I guess with Tremor, we saw Christian Bashisho at Brazil Pro Comp do really well with Homelander Tremor. I don't think that's a bad team in any stretch of the imagination. But Farah is very obviously Homelander's best cameo. But like, you see characters that have really, really good synergy with Movado and Tremor are thriving in this meta. We've seen that it seems like the 4-3-4-3-4 mix with the low and the overhead is actually fuzzyable. We've been seeing people fuzzy it consistently, but then you still have you can do stand button into command grab. You can let the command grab rip at any point. It ticks off everything basically, and it launches with Tremor or Movado, probably some other cameos too. Haven't really explored into that, like Sonya. Bing, you can even add Sonya for zoning. I've seen people rock a T1000 sector even. I think it's Movado or Tremor, or you're playing a worse character. But still very, very good character. I think next we gotta go with Cyrax. I think these four characters are running Mortal Kombat right now. Like, these are the 4 best characters. I think you can probably put them in any order you like. You want to have Cyrax 1, you want to have T1000 1, you want to have Homelander be the best character in the game. I think you could really argue that, and there really wouldn't be too much merit to say that that's wrong. That's just my opinion. Some people might be like, oh no, there's definitely other characters, but I think these are the top 4, and the character that I have 5th, that I have in mind already for 5th, I think is definitively 5th, at least, or maybe worse, but I don't think you can really argue that they're better than one of these 4 characters, at least until more exploration happens. Because at the end of the day, like, with updates, T1000 has been out for 4 months. He came out in March. Like, there really hasn't been a ton of time to fully explore these characters, flesh them out. So a lot of this is based off, hearsay, opinion, things like that. But, we're doing what we can. Cyrax, you get hit, you die. I mean, basically what it comes down to, you get hit, you get vortex, you get mixed, you die. What it is, it's, I don't know if I really need to explain more than that. If you want me to, put a comment. Please explain more why Cyrax is broken, and I'll do that for you, buddy. I will. But I don't think I need to. I think number 5 right now, Sector. Sector's so strong. Sorry, I have a blue zoomed in here. Sector's such a strong character, bro. This character is so good. Zoning is through the roof. Jump back, instant air rockets, crazy armor. Potentially the best armor move in the game. Sorry about that. Potentially the best armor move in the game. Just the flow mechanic is so crazy. You jump in and then you can change your direction. The character is so much fun to play. Good frame data. Good reaching buttons. A really strong mid. This character basically has everything other than like basically built-in mix-up, which kind of does because he has the low starter, which is good, and the overhead's 25 frames. So it's not like you can react to it. You definitely can. Still very strong character nonetheless. Very, very good. Next, I think number 6. I think we gotta go Sindel. I think Sindel's still super strong. Insane runaway game. Good frame data. 4-1, like it's like a high. You can argue all day. You know, maybe she's worse. Maybe she's fallen off in this meta. Maybe she has a little bit, but still really good synergy with Tremor. Not like I really haven't seen like Sindel Movado. I don't even know if that's really a viable team. But Sindel, like wow, still super good. This character is strong. Vortex, some of the best hard unblockables in the game. It's a good frame data, decent damage, good zoning, very good runaway game. This is the 6th best character in Mortal Kombat. In my opinion, I think next we got to go with that dude, General Shao. General Shao is so good, bro. Frame data, range, disjoint, damage, mix-ups. They gave him a cancel. Why? When? Where? Plus 100 health. When? Where? Why? Or how? When did they decide that that was gonna be a thing? I don't know when. I wish I was at that meeting because I don't get it. But this character is strong. You lay the axe down, there's -0. It's game time. Good frame data. It's like good destroying with the axe. He's a very strong character. That is your 7th best character in Mortal Kombat 1. I think after that, a lot of characters that I think number 8 in the game. I think we got to go with Reiko. Reiko is so good, bro. Oh my god, his command grab hits for 21 amps. That ticks off everything that go into Tremor. You get 40% command grabs that tick off everything. Oh, like what were they thinking again? What are they thinking with these stance command grabs? He has a run button that you can cancel jump into a command grab. Oh my god, with Tremor again, that goes to the Tremor, yeah, good synergy with Tremor. Some of the best synergy in the game with Tremor. You were one of the best characters in this game. This character is so good. Oh my goodness, this character is broken. Okay, number 9. Maybe a bit of a hot take. I think this character is broken. Melina. Her mix-ups are crazy. Her frame data is good. Like if you look at competitive results, there are so many good Melina players. Yeah, Dexy Dog, Hourglass. You got people like Hello Larry. It probably would have been better. I mean, you've seen BGY go crazy with the Melina. I probably should have had more people ready to go when I tried to claim that she had a ton of competitive results. That's on me. I think this is a very strong character. Mix up some of the best hard unblockables in the game. Really good synergy with Tremor. Really good synergy with Kung Lao. Just the hard unblockables, insane damage, ball roll, homing attack that's safe on block. I think that's a little crazy if you ask me. A very, very good character. Very good at sitting at number 9, the best character in the game. I think number 10 right here. I'm going to have to go. I think there's a few characters I can go right here. I think these kind of characters are kind of interchangeable. I'm going to go with Ghostface. Just the Vortex. Like, you do have to walk down a little bit. Maybe Ghostface. Maybe I'm overrating Ghostface a little bit. But literally, you get one hit and it's freaking go time. You're restanding off, any hit. You get a command grab that launches. And it's just absolutely go time. If a character can zone him out, he probably has struggles with characters like Sector. Can be pretty difficult characters that can really wall him out and keep him out. He can struggle with, but he's still very, very good character. Crazy Vortex. Literally get the one. He's like Cyrex, only you don't have the armor break setups. Basically. I mean, I'm sure he probably does with some different cameos. Like, really good synergy with Tremor. Really good synergy with Movado. Really good synergy with Scorpion if you want launching command grabs. We see a lot of Ghostface run Scorpion as well. Unorthodox cameo, but really good synergy with the team. I think next gotta be Garrus, dude. This character like snap, just full screen, like literally you're just walking and then snap and they're in your face launching you for a full combo because you were moving in neutral. The 4-4-4 Motaro low shot is some fucked up bullshit for a lot of the characters. Like for Reptile, for example, you do 4-4 low shot, and the best I can spend a bar of meter to reset the situation because it's gonna break my armor and it does hit, so they both kind of pop back. I have to spend a bar of meter to reset the situation. I don't even like it doesn't even go through, and that's off a read. What if they don't? What if they don't go into Motaro? What if they just do 4-4-4 into no Motaro? Then and if 4-4 hits, Motaro comes out, and then you get the combo anyway. It's broken. The character's so good. The runaway is insane. He becomes a boss character. He literally just does hourglass, teleports, damage is absurd. Insanely good character. One of the best in the game. Okay. I think next on this tier, gotta be Takeda, right? Takeda's so good, dude. Disjoint is insane. He gets a mix-up off a jump in. He jumps at you, and he's mixing you up. It's crazy to me. Like, the fact that he literally, it's just like, you have to, like, he jumps at you, and it's like, you can, like, it's either is he gonna go with the attack. He has that move that like is disjointed and it's like a billion frames on hit. Like you're plus like 10 trillion. Like you get the hit, he lands, he makes a sandwich, and then he continues the combo. Damage is pretty good. Really good zoning tools. Like some of the best approach options in the game. Does just require a bit of setup though. I think he's a very, very strong character in the hands. I feel like he really does require a specialist to play him. You don't really see many like pocket Takedas going around here, but you see people like Hayate, BNG, Lavender Rain just absolutely going nuts with this character. Super good. People like Zyth Shock even. Insane. This character is very broken. Okay, I think the next character we have here in A tier is going to be Ermac. Ermac just hits so hard. Cancel pressure is insane. Level of mix-ups. Like hits for 60 with Janet. That's just a lot. That's a lot of damage. He can struggle to open you up. Like he doesn't really have mix-ups. Like you have like the low sweep into Janet, which combos, and you can get some crazy stuff. You see some players like really doing some nasty stuff like Striker, Tarnish, the Alphabet, Rewind, just going nuts with this character, doing some really, really messed up stuff. But I can say kind of struggled to get the opening. I think he's a very good character nonetheless. I think I'm going to go to the next tier. These are kind of characters that I feel like hit hard, that have really good, either hit hard and have good frame data but no real mix-ups, or have some mix-ups but they don't really get a ton of damage off those mix-ups. That's the next tier. I'm going to go with Conan here. Conan, the range is insane. The frame data is nutty professor, dare I say. Like I think that's too much to say. But he hits like a truck with Sujinko, which a lot of characters do. But the frame data is super good synergy with him. I feel like a lot of unexplored with a lot of other cameos. Like Sonya could be super good with him. Well, I mean Sub-Zero if you want to walk down. If you don't want to deal with the projectiles, because that's kind of where he struggles as he gets zoned out. But like he's kind of like Reptile, only just having a really, really good frame data up close. So like when he finally gets up close, he can continue to keep his turn, stay at a distance, have good disjoint, and then get that hit and hit like an absolute truck. I think on the next character is kind of similar to him. I mean, you get grab combos with Janet, some of the best synergy with Janet in the game. Janet is kind of like that next tier character where it's like, okay, if you have good synergy with Tremor and Movado, you're really good. If you have really good synergy with Janet, you're also like you're probably a good character. I mean, just because your character, like one of the best cameos with your character is Tremor or Movado, that doesn't necessarily mean that your character is good. But if you have like the synergy is just matches up so well, then yeah, the character is the character's good. And Janet, I think, is kind of up there. He hits super hard, really good frame data, really good set play, super cool, decent mix-ups. He can kind of a little bit struggle to get the opening too, but his frame data is so good, and he has disjoint and damage. I think this character is really good, and he results at that's the 11, 12, 13, 14, around the 15th range, maybe a little bit above mid-tier. Again, the mid-tier is kind of a relative term in this game. Now we're getting kind of down to the nitty gritty. This is, I guess, a bit of a hot take. I think Katana is super good. Like I think like maybe she's like maybe you're in this range. Maybe even better than Sindel. No, but she kind of can struggle to, another character I said, like good frame data, not real mix-ups. That's kind of where this tier kind of falls, where you have, maybe you have good range, good frame data, but it's really kind of difficult to get that opening. But really good set play, kind of does everything else, thrives in those really good synergy with a lot of different cameos. You basically can have your pick. What do you want to use? Do you want to use Bravado? Do you want to use Sonya? Do you want to use Janet? Do you want to use Jax? Like, Jax is one of those sleeper cameos that kind of has really good synergy with a lot of characters. Okay. I think next, I think this character is kind of in power crept. Maybe I should have had them higher, but Johnny just kind of like, I like just every patch kind of just like he doesn't lose anything, he doesn't get anything, and it's just like more stuff's being discovered, and like he's really good synergy with Tremor, but it's just like his good frame data. It's kind of hard to get the opening. One of the best armored moves in the game, but again, unless you're using Movado, you don't really get an armored launcher off of that. But yeah, pretty good character, and Johnny Cage is a good frame data, good stuff like that. So it twos. About that, 2 seconds. Okay. So next, I think we have Scorpion. I think Scorpion's another strong character. Again, maybe a little bit struggles to get the opening. Really good strike throw. Good synergy with Janet. Like I said, like this is really the tier of character that has good frame data, that hits pretty hard. But how do they really get their opening? It's kind of like, oh, where's the opening coming from? It's usually like, you get the grab combos, things like that. It depends, or you kind of stagger them to death, or you just use your really, really good frame data to get the opening and be on your way. Okay, I think the next character that kind of falls in this tier, where were they? I saw them. Who's the character I was going to have next? Why am I? Are they over more? Oh yeah. Ashra, I think Natara is also here. Natara does have really good ways to open you up. She hits super hard. Ashra kind of doesn't really have the best ways. That special move, it's kind of the characters that have like really, really good special moves. Like going into Dark Stance and getting that cancel is crazy. That cancel is nuts. Her range is good, crazy. Her frame data is good. That 4-3 is honestly probably one of the most online strings I have seen in the game. And what I mean by online is basically it's an online string. I don't know what to tell you. It doesn't really hit offline. You can react to it offline, but online. And Natara definitely seems like another one of those characters. Hits super hard. You can use Pharah. You can use Darius if you want mix-ups. You can use Sonya if you want some mix-ups. You want some safety. You want a projectile that's really good. Just good synergy with some characters, some cameos. Just hits super hard, super annoying to fight against. Kind of like she's just floating around all in the air, and then you go press something and you get hit, and then you beat 50%. She's hit so freaking hard, man. But yeah, I think one more character goes here. I think that character is Kung Lao. I think Kung Lao has fallen off for like no real reason. Like, he has mix-ups. He has decent damage. His frame data is pretty good. He has an auto shimmy. He has good safe jump setups that are not even required, just you get the hit. His projectiles, some of the best zoning in the game, some of the best runaway in the game. Maybe I should have had Lao a little higher, because I really don't know. Like, what matchups does Lao struggle with? What matchup is like, wow, Lao can't do that? I know he does really good against some characters, like Garrus, for example. Like that would be a very difficult matchup. Like if Kale ends up playing Gur this weekend, like do not be surprised at all we see the Lao. I mean, Kyle brought up the Lao against Snake Doe at CEO and was able to get the W there. With that. Okay, so I think we have to go to the next tier. I think the top of this next tier is Liu Kang. Liu Kang frame data, super good. Up close, super good zoning. It's like weird, but he struggles in that mid range. He's just too stubby. He's kind of hard to really get your pressure going. Once you do, you really have to have a really good stagger game. Probably the best strike throw in the game. If you're using Mataro or Lao, you get some really, really good throw combos and stuff like that. But I feel like he's kind of lacking like one or two things. Like this in this game, it's not good enough to have even 3 things that you excel at. Like a lot of these characters, like Havoc, for example, excels at like every area of the game. Like a lot of these characters just have so many different things that they excel at. As long as they are mixed with a cameo, it just makes it so hard for some characters that only have a few good things to really thrive. Characters like Liu Kang or kind of this kind of careless where these characters have really good things. It's just that they lack in some areas where other characters are either fine or excel at. And like, like the worst thing is that they're just fine in this area. Okay. I think next here, we're kind of getting to an interesting spot. I feel like all these characters are kind of relatively on the same. I feel like you can kind of just throw all these characters up there. I'm trying to see what characters I would put in C and which characters I would put in D. I think this is my hot take. I think Raiden's actually pretty good, especially with Sector. Double Sector Rocket, teleport in, and then you get a 50-50, and if they block it, then you get another 50-50. 50-50 that goes into a combo, and if they block it, you get another one. Even Chameleon is a pretty good cameo with Raiden. Some of the best runaway in the game with the teleport and that Superman. I said he's not great. Like I said, we're kind of at the part where we're kind of getting into kind of some of the nitty-gritty stuff like that. I think next is probably Rain. Rain, good zoning, good set play, good damage. A little bit hard to get started. Really requires some good synergy with his cameo to get some of his stuff going. Can't really rely on just himself. But when he does get going, he does hit like an absolute truck. Next, probably gonna go. I'm gonna go Shang. Obviously Shang. With the unblockable setups that Wraith has come up with, he is just an absolute menace, man. This character can just be so hard to deal with. The zoning and stuff like that is good, and it's like, you kind of get that win condition of you have all your resources. Now you hit with basically a touch of death depending on the character that you're facing. The spike special is really good, just doing like poke spike, but that string of the spike, switching between the stances and zoning and stuff like that could be annoying. So we're kind of getting to the point where it's kind of like it's a little hard to write these characters. Characters aren't too great. I think next we're going to go with Smoke. Smoke, just mix-ups, invisibility, big damage, good, decent frame data. Ton of gaps, though. That's the big thing. It's a ton of gaps. But that 4 string being plus 12 on cancel, bro, that shit is broken. That shit is annoying to deal with, and that is broken as hell. That is basically Smoke, though. He's kind of a little bit of a one-trick pony. Good character, but not great. Next, I gotta go with Reptile. Reptile, good range. I could make a whole video on just explaining why Reptile is at this point. I won't go into too much detail, though. The fact that he has good disjoint, withstand 3, big button, one of the half screen button that leads to insane meterless damage. Like you can't talk about enough about the meterless damage. What I say he lacks is that he's very easy to run away from. And then when he gets in, he has to work his way in. He doesn't get to keep his turn. It's not like it's Johnny where, he sucks at full screen. He can't do anything. But once he gets in, it's fucking go time. The frame data is off the charts. He can constantly keep his turn. His strike throw is insane. He gets that, you know what I mean? It's like no, he gets in and then he gets up his turn. Sweet. Awesome. Okay, I think next, probably going to go with Li Mei. I think this character's kind of a little fucked up. I'll be real. This character hits super hard, really good armor, really good frame data, kind of stubby, kind of has gaps, but some people like Ganner or Carbon make this character look nice. Make this character look really, really good. Okay. Hits like a truck, really good synergy with Movado, really good synergy with Tremor, really good synergy with Scorpion. Okay. Bottom of this tier, Armor Portal, bro. Just anything in an Armor Portal, and I've never seen a character honestly, I've never seen a character that's considered this bad in a fighting game to also basically control the exact way every matchup is played. Every character in the game has to play different against Quan because of Armor Portal. 1-2 Armor Portal, poke in Armor Portal, do a setup in Armor Portal, God forbid. And it's fucking go time. And he full screens normal with stand 4. Good synergy with a bunch of different cameos. I think that's where Quan stands. Next, we're talking. So Sub-Zero is just jump back, dive kick, the best poke in the game. Ice Clone, one of the best special moves in the game. I feel like it's just he just kind of lacks damage. He's not very threatening. He kind of uses your momentum against you as long as you don't overextend and stuff. You really don't struggle against Sub-Zero, but really good mid too. He has stuff. That's what I'm saying. A lot of these characters Sub-Zero has 4 really good things. He has dive kick, launching dive kick that's safe on block. He has Ice Clone, one of the best special moves in the game. He has poke, the best poke in the game, down 1. He has one of the best mids in the game. And yet it's kind of just meh. Really good synergy with Chameleon. A Chameleon kind of a cameo that fell off. I feel like Chameleon's kind of slept on in terms of cameos. Okay, I think next, I think Kenshi is still super good, bro. Kenshi is like, it's just that it only lasts 10 seconds, so it's like you get the hit and then it's like, okay, get Sento. It's like when he's not in Sento, he's underwhelming. It's kind of hard to get Sento out these days. You get Movado, you get a back throw, but you don't get to keep him for that long. So you spend a lot of resources on not much. He's still a good character. I don't think everyone should have dropped him like they did, but I think he falls down this low. Next, I think we got Peacemaker, really good zoning, a really good anti-zoning. Fucking anti-gravity gotta be one of the most annoying special moves in the game, bro. If people will just spam anti-gravity, 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 and it's like, yeah, unless your character has a way to deal with it, it can be kind of annoying to deal with. And you know, good frame data, good setups, and stuff like that. Good damage, good zoning. Just lacks in some areas. His mid-screen presence can be kind of like the 2-2 mix up is still really good. He's just risky. Relies on kind of special move gimmicks and stuff like that. Torpedo still a good special move, still a good armor. Next, I think we got Baraka. Baraka's just frame data, the character. He's just, you know what I mean? Like, he just chips you out, tries to hit you with good frame data, strike throw, and that's really his game plan. I mean, you use Kano, we've seen people use Tremor, we've seen Matsui. Maybe, you know, with more we've seen with Matsui, the more we've seen the character, this character will rocket up the tier list a bit, but this is kind of where I see Baraka. I think next, Tanya. Tanya just kind of underwhelmed. I think Tanya's underexplored. I am going to look more into Tanya when I get back. I think she's a bit underexplored. That parry, she could parry like every hit of like a string. Like you do like reptile 4-2-1-1, she could parry, full combo punish. Like she parries the projectile, parries everything but lows. Or I think cameo moves too. It's fucked up. I think this character's underexplored, but we'll have to see. We don't really see character people exploring her. I think this is where she falls. And then Omni-Man, I think, is the worst character in the game. His frame data is good, but it's just gimmicks. He's just like, oh, do this, backdash, hope they get hit. Oh, you get the hit, and then you kind of go into a setup. Just when is he supposed to get the hit? Gaps for days. It's a good damage. Like every character has a couple things that they really thrive at. That's why it's like, oh, Omni-Man, I can't take the Omni-Man game downplay anymore. It's like, bro, this character is like, the character's I. That's what he is. He's literally just I. In a game full of, he's good in a game full of broken stuff. What it comes down to. All right, guys, that's my tier list. If you guys, let me know what you guys think. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with? If you hate it, please let me know. There's one guy every time I post a tier list will be like, you have no idea what you're talking about, your stupid comments. I'm looking forward to that guy commenting on this. Let me know how terrible this is. That's the tier list pre-Evo, pre-patch that we're probably going to get, hopefully, probably in August. And I'll see you guys at the next video.